Yo, what's up? My name is Petrowski, and today I wanted to make a video running through all of the new vanities from the Christmas event and rating them and giving them my own personal review on a scale out of 1 to 10. This video should be informative and let you guys know, what Xmas Vanities did come into the game and how to get them, alongside also, my personal opinions. These are going to be all my opinions on the rating. The scale of 1 to 10 is just going to be my personal opinions, once again. So if you disagree, that's totally okay. I definitely have some hot takes in here, so let's go ahead and get into them. Alright, now the first vanity I'm going to be talking about is going to be the Ice Cream Hood, which is actually one of my favorites from the event, which might sound hilarious. I think a lot of people don't really like the Ice Cream Hood. They think it looks stupid, looks silly, and that's part of why I love it. On top of, there's a huge factor for it. It's dyeable. You can color it, which is incredible. I think that's a huge factor of customization that people kind of overlooked. As you can see, mine here on my head is sort of this pink color, which matches the rest of my outfit. I really like that. I think having customizable vanities is always just really incredible, and it adds to long-term value and longevity, in my opinion. Alright, now in my opinion, the Ice Cream Hood is actually an 8 out of 10 item, considering all of those factors. I really like its shape. I like that it comes up to a cone. I like that it's a sphere around your face. I think it looks silly. The fact that it's dyeable, yeah, super solid 8 out of 10 item in my opinion. Now, I'm going to talk about where you can get all of these items, or rather, where I believe you can get all of these items, because no one is really sure, or no one has a complete list. It's actually really hard to compile the information on this and understand where each item comes from, because they're so rare within the loot boxes generally that only a few people will open certain items. So, like, for example, we can check Nutcracker Doll and see like how many are on the market. Like, there's probably not that many, especially for a long time. So there's 4 pages of Nutcracker Dolls. That means what, 10 per page? That means that 35 36 people in the world, or at least like have a Nutcracker Doll listed right now. That's not, it's not very many. So it's really interesting to, it's just hard to compile that data, and I've been looking for it for a long time online. If you have a full list of everything really compiled well and seeing where it comes from, let me know. I'm going to be taking my best guesses based on my 8 years of experience, alongside price and, supply and demand, and kind of factoring in everything I can. I'm going to be taking guesses on where everything is. So if you have a correction, let me know in the comments below, and that would be extremely helpful. The comments will be a great way to track some of this data, and let me know if you guys open vanities, in whether it's Santa presents or Xmas presents. That's the main factor, is whether it's Xmas presents or Santa presents. Everything that's like a gift shop, that's no knowledge, but we're going to be covering Xmas presents versus Santa presents. But that's it for the Ice Cream Hood, a solid 8 out of 10 item. Alright, now following the Ice Cream Hood is going to be the Ice Cream Clerk outfit. I actually think that most people like this more than the Ice Cream Hood. I like it. I think it's a really cool item. I really like the colors, like the red and white stripes down the chest. It does look really nice, and I think it's really cool. It's it's a part. It can be a really good part of a certain cosplay or vanity, or clerk, or any sort of outfit in that way. It doesn't have to be an Ice Cream Clerk. It could be a part of many role plays or outfits or fits. I'm gonna be giving the Ice Cream Clerk outfit a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's pretty good, but it's just not anything crazy. But I think it's super solid and can be a good side sort of cosmetic to finish up any current outfits that are kind of looking for a body piece or a torso piece like this. The Ice Cream Clerk outfit should also be found in Xmas presents, not Santa presents. Alright, now on to the third item being reviewed in this. It's going to be the red Xmas Stocking. Now, I think this is pretty comparable to, at least in rarity, I'd probably compare this to the Oni mask of the previous event. Usually you can compare items, so I would compare the Ice Cream Hood and costume to the zombie mask and costume, and then I would compare the red Xmas Stocking to the Oni mask. I think the red Xmas Stocking is really, cute, really simple. It's just a very simple vanity. It looks very nice. The shading looks really nice on it. The nice white top, the shape. I think the shape is the best part of the stocking, but it's so simple. It's not really for me. I'm going to be giving this item a 5 out of 10. You should be able to get this item in Xmas presents as well, not Santa presents. Alright, now we're moving on to the more complicated ones, at least in terms of where they're coming from. I think the next 3 are Santa presents, but I could be wrong on this, and I would love to see corrections in the comments. But anyways, let's let's go ahead and get into it. The Xmas gift sack. I actually really like this vanity in the fact that it doesn't have to be an Xmas gift sack. It could just be a sack on your back, you know, like a nice little satchel. I really like that. I think that is really, really important to it and adds a ton. You could use this in some sort of bank robber outfit or something of the sort. I think it's a really cool, versatile vanity. It adds a lot of versatility, the fact that it's just a nice little brown round sack. I think the shapes of a lot of these vanities look really good. Like the shape of this sack looks really good, and the shape of the stocking looks really good. I'm going to be giving the Xmas gift sack a 6 out of 10. A really, really cool, versatile item, but just really plain, once again, similar to the stocking. All right, on to the 5th item on this video's list. Going to be the Nutcracker Doll. I think the coloring on this thing is where it shines. I think the black, white, yellow, red, there's so much color on this item. Is really, really, really nice looking. The issue is I think its shape is actually bad. I've been complimenting a lot of the shapes on a lot of the vanities, but this is a hard thing to get a shape right. It's such a detailed doll. It's a detailed thing to show off. It's just a small amount of pixels. I think they did a really good job and they tried their best, but I think I don't love the shape of it. And I think the colors are where it really, really shines. But I'm going to be giving the Nutcracker Doll a 5.5. It's a back slot item as well, which is cool. Should be mentioning that. It's also 1.2 mil at the moment. So this was one of the more expensive vanities at the start of the event as well. I saw very few being listed for like 7 to 8 mil a piece. It was pretty surprising. It's a pretty, yeah, this is definitely a Santa's present reward in my opinion. I think this is definitely coming from the Santa presents, not the Xmas presents. And once again, 5.5 out of 10 rating. All right, now this is definitely going to be my hottest take out of all of the vanities so far. The winged helmet. People are in love with this item. I think a lot of people agree it's like the best item or the best vanity of the event, but in my opinion, it's actually the worst with my personal tastes. And I'll try to explain why. So it's currently also the rarest and most expensive one, definitely coming from Santa's presents only and not Xmas presents. Currently the lowest being at around 4 mil. I've seen it drop. I think it dropped to like around the 2 mil price range, 2 to 3 mil. But at the start of the event, it was around 8 to 10. So it's definitely taken some dips and jumps, and it's kind of all over the place. Very similar to the Mage's staff. This is very, very similar to the Mage's staff in terms of price, and we'll see it kind of, you know, follow that trend. I'm actually going to be giving the winged helmet a 3 out of 10, the lowest rating out of all of them so far. I think it just looks like a chicken. I think that's my biggest issue. I think this side view looks the best. This side view looks pretty good. If I was just rating this side view, I'd maybe give it like a 5 to 7 out of 10, like within that range. But these two, I think the front view and the back view look so bad. I think it looks like a chicken. I think the wings just look like chickens, and it's just not for me. Most people love this, so obviously, like, I'm clearly, like, you know, in the minority on this, which is super fair. So maybe I'm wrong on it. That's totally fair. Just not for me. Not a huge fan. 3 out of 10 on this vanity. All right, but I do believe that is all of the vanities from Xmas presents and Santa presents. If I missed any, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be moving on to the gift shop vanity now. The only new one. There's a ton of gift shop vanities here that I could cover. They're all seasonal, but I'm only going to be talking about the new one, which is going to be the Sleigh. So let me actually walk outside and hop on my own Sleigh, and I'm in love with the Sleigh. If you haven't been able to tell already, I talked about it in the initial update video. I like this guy's black ice cream cone. That's a really cool fit. In the initial update video, I talked about it, and then I made a whole video dedicated to it. The Sleigh is such a huge direction in terms of quality for vanity items for the game. I'm super, super, super excited about it. The Sleigh is an absolute 10 out of 10. Absolute banger, absolutely incredible vanity. I'm so obsessed with it. It's going to be lasting a really long time. It's the only drastic bike slot vanity change. It's really, really cool. Right now you can get the Sleigh for 1500 RP, or let's see how much it costs right now in the shop. Around 3.9 mil. I think I was able to get mine for like 3.85. I really waited for it to drop just to save that extra little dime. But man, it's always going to be around that price. I think the Sleigh is incredible. I really like it. Definitely my favorite vanity of this event, and maybe my favorite vanity, I don't want to say of all time, but it's close. It's probably top 5 favorite vanities of all time. It's really incredible, really beautiful. I'm a huge fan of the Sleigh. 10 out of 10. Okay, now the next vanity we're going to be talking about is actually only able to be seen on the forums. It doesn't exist in game yet because this vanity only comes from being in the top 50 teams of the event's leaderboards at the end of the event. So only a maximum of 200 people will be able to get this hat, and that's if all of the 50 teams are 4 people. So this will be an interesting one. This is the Starlight Hat. I actually don't really love this item, although it'll be such a huge trophy and such a huge flex. So that is adds a lot to the coolness factor. But I'm trying to just judge it. I'm gonna just judge it on looks. The saving grace, and I talked about this a little bit, the saving grace of this item, I think, is the star on top. I think that star looks so good. I think it's very, very cool. I hope it has some cool lighting or shine effects. I don't love the lights on the hat. I think they're a little, whatever. They kind of just flash back and forth. Not a huge fan. And I absolutely hate the shape and color of the Starlight Hat, the actual hat, the bucket part. I think it looks so bad. I think it looks like tin. I'm not a huge fan. It looks like an upside down bell, I guess, which can be cool, but I don't know. It's too dark. Maybe it's just the lighting in this. I'm not sure. I'm just really not a huge fan of it. Aside from the star, I think the star really saves it. And because of the star, I will be giving this a 6 out of 10 rating. I think if literally just the bucket was something else, and the star was the same, I think it could have been a 10 out of 10 vanity. I think the star is so good. The 6 out of 10 is literally coming from basically just that star. But, yep, I think that wraps everything up, especially at least wraps up that vanity. But yeah, that wraps up all the vanities I wanted to go over and all of the new vanities that came into the game. I really hope you guys enjoy them. Hope you guys like some of the vanities. And let me know what vanities are your favorites in the comments below and give me your own ratings. I think it's a really fun way to give people, get people into the game and kind of talk about vanities. It's really fun. It's just I like hearing people's opinions. Hearing people's opinions is always entertaining to me, especially when you have some hot takes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it was informational, educational, and just fun, enjoyable to watch, seeing my opinions. Go ahead and like this video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to stay up to date with more PokeMMO content and information with the events coming along. And consider checking out all the playlists in the description below for all that content. If you want to see, if you're hungry for more PokeMMO content, and join the Discord to be able to find groups for the Xmas event faster and better, and just learn about the game at an incredible pace. And also, finally, consider becoming a YouTube member to me for $5 a month. If you really want to go above and beyond and support me, it means a lot. It keeps the channel going, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you all so much for your time. Have a great day. I wish you the best of luck. Peace and love from Petrowski.